Alright guys, this is officially our last regular free live session. As of tomorrow, it will be members only, meaning that you've got to go to our YouTube channel and sign up as a member. You go to our YouTube channel and you click on join, sign up for supporter. You'll still be able to watch if you're not a member, you just won't be able to ask questions. So let's get into this SPY stuff for Mercury Retrograde. We're at the station direct. It happened at 2:14 p.m. Eastern time. And you can see right here at 2 o'clock, we'll get this reversal that takes place. That's interesting. However, the overall grand trend direction for like the multi-day kind of trend based on Mercury retrograde is now to the downside. We're going to follow this pattern again with the pattern that took place here in this pink area. We should follow the overall pattern through this pink area. If you're following along with the trade alerts, then you would have opened up a short position at the beginning of the day here. You'd be doing really, really well. And then right around the bottom, you might have followed me to open up a day trade for a long position into the close. Both of those are doing juicily right now. I'm up 15% in the account. Less than 24 hours back into trading. What I'm looking to do is at the close, we should be at an important technical price level at the close. There is possibility that we come back to highs. It's not very likely, but there is possibility based on what I'm seeing. It's more likely that we're at lows, but there's a price level in there where you want to close out of the long position. I'm going to see if that's now or what. I'm getting that I should close this long position now. $76 on one contract, not bad. And I closed out of it because there's a decent gain, and we're kind of like on the 1 minute chart, we've got some downward momentum. On the 5 minute chart, probably some upward momentum, but we've got about 40 minutes left and a low correlation at the in the close card, indicating that we might have a turnaround here. It's possible this could be that important price level. If we go higher, I close out of the long, still holding my short. The short is a multi-day trade, but if we do go higher into the close, what I'll do is I'll open up another short for another multi-day. Hey, it was luck. Amazon and Meta. Looks like we are going to go higher. No worries. The safe play was to get out there for a good profit, real quick profit, since I bought down here. Because overall, it's a downward trend. Looks like I was right about that decline starting early on Meta, just like it started early on the first decline. Overall, it's kind of flat the remainder of the week, it looks like. Mixed next week. Interesting. Matter of fact, I don't know it's so flat. I think there's a resistance level tomorrow that we sell off from. Not so flat, actually, this week. There's a resistance level that we sell off from tomorrow, and then a significant fake out of some kind, intentional fake out on a multi-day scale taking place on Friday. I gotta take care of my dog real quick, guys. I will be right back. So Meta's to the downside, and then Amazon. Yeah, see, it started early in July as well for Amazon. Looks like it started early as well on the pattern. Interesting, very interesting. Doesn't happen very often. So Amazon looks more down tomorrow. There's a rally that took place maybe first thing in the morning here. Not really. So this rally that's taking place right now is probably opportunity. Like we're off the lows, moving to the upside off the lows. That's probably the opportunity with this Ace of Wands to open up a short position or close a long for the day. Probably a short position here. And then the following day we've got a trough, followed by a mixed day on the 30th, which is like a pop and a drop equal bulls and bears inflow and outflow. Hey AU, hey Breathe Easy. Does Bitcoin have a bigger move tomorrow, more bullish when compared to today, or Friday's bet is better? So it looks like we didn't come down quite as low as I thought, but we did have that drop as expected. Just shy, it looks like, of the area I wanted to hit. But I advised people on the crypto alerts earlier today to open up a partial long here. Probably a lot of price change, like back and forth tomorrow, and then a lot of price change and an unexpected move to the upside taking place on the 30th there. But what you're looking for is like a partial long for a multi-day swing into September or October. Not sure where these things came from. Yesterday my charts weren't letting me draw, and today there's like all these extra circles on my chart because they showed up today. Like, yeah, like this. Where did this come from? Bitcoin doesn't seem to have the same kind of thing going on with Mercury retrograde, though. Friday's really mixed. Friday's looking very mixed, guys. But you should be able to exit out. If anything, what you want to prepare yourself for is a low towards the end of this retrograde period around the 11th, and a high in October, November. Excuse me, in September, October. So you could really play both directions. But overall, what I'd want to be is like a partial long position, just in case we don't go lower. Will UNH be bullish or bearish tomorrow compared to current price? That's not really how you ask. How you would. It's not really the appropriate way to use the words bullish and bearish. Breathe easy. What you're asking is, will the price be higher or lower in relation to its current price? If you're asking, will it be bullish or bearish tomorrow, that means what direction is it going to move overall tomorrow? They're very, very different questions, FYI, just so you're, for your own clarity. Looks like we go lower tomorrow. We find an important support tomorrow, it looks like, on UNH. So if you're just hopping on, guys, I was letting everybody know at the beginning of this stream, this is officially the last regular free stream that we'll be doing. As of tomorrow, if you want to talk on these live streams, You'll need to have a star next to your name like It Was Luck. The way that you do that is you go to our YouTube channel, click on join, and sign up as a supporter. That gets you access to questions, like unlimited live free questions on the live streams. The times, the regular times will remain regular, but they're going to be different times. Like each day, it'll be a regular time at a different time of day, so that we can have more people take advantage of the live streams. And we'll let you know what that schedule is probably tomorrow or on Friday. But if you haven't looked at the newsletter that we just sent, or the questionnaire that we just sent out, one of the questions is, what times would you want to see a live stream? So if you're interested in that, you should definitely make sure that you fill out that questionnaire ASAP. We're going to look at that information literally like 4:15 today, my team and I. Man, I gotta move my screens around. I'm so tired of turning my neck to the right like this. Just sick of it. Will they open higher or lower tomorrow? I think they both open lower tomorrow, guys. There's also going to be a newsletter going out probably tonight or tomorrow announcing all of the changes that we're making. As of probably tomorrow or tonight, you will no longer be able to get the alerts for just $75. They're going to be bundled into our subscription plans. What that means for the people who already have those alerts and whatnot, I think we'll probably leave it the way it is. I'm not quite sure. We'd have to discuss in the team meeting, but there's a chance that's what'll happen. So you basically only have a few more hours before you have the opportunity to possibly just be paying $75 for alerts. We're not going to do that anymore, guys. It's like the information, the work that goes into the information for that it's way more than $75. So we're changing the business model a bit. All those changes will be coming out. Well, in the newsletter, there'll also be more about the Investor Profit University for 2025. Now I'm getting that we open higher tomorrow on SPY, so that's very unclear. I've got a lot of conflicting energy going on here, so it's a bit unclear. But the overall trend, guys, again, using Mercury retrograde chart pattern, we should have a pretty notable move to the downside here. The fact that we came all the way back almost to the highs from the beginning of the shadow period, it actually bodes pretty well for the overall health of the market. The Mercury retrograde strategy chart, the link for that is one of the links that you would get as an angel investor. Also, another thing, guys, September is the last month that we're going to be doing special offers on 2025 readings. So last month, Q4, we won't be doing special offers on 2025 readings. They're in too high demand. I'll be too backed up as it is. So if you want to get it at that lower price, guys, make sure you take advantage of those special offers. We have one that's 2 for 600, 2025 readings for $600. LLY this week and the next. So it looks like we probably open lower tomorrow and there's a big move to the upside. That's probably what's happening. We open lower and there's a big move. That's why I'm getting less conflicting energy. Tuesday, there's a pretty important opportunity when we rally into a resistance and then fall from it. On Monday the following week, a rally offering opportunity to open up a short. Hard to say where we'd close that. I'm also getting that we see today's high tomorrow. It might be a little risky going into tomorrow overnight with just a short position. Hey, Pitar Jurdjevic, welcome. XRP up or down until September? It's pretty back and forth, but overall, I think we probably are going to see. Oh man, that's a little strange. Yeah, no, matter of fact, that's not so strange. So I think it's probably to the upside overall. It would be kind of like a back and forth, but to the upside. We've seen the lows for the month. We see lower price levels in September. Yeah, I should have held on to that long a little longer. No biggie, still made money on it. I've got to figure out which way we're moving tomorrow, like which way we're opening tomorrow morning. It might make sense to have a small long position if you're short, to have a small long position going into the close, because it's hard to determine if we're opening higher or lower. So I just opened up a small long position just in case. I should have just left the one open that I closed earlier for a day trade, but I had conflicting kind of energy, and I'm going to go with what I'm getting now that we're out of the retrograde portion of Mercury retrograde. But here in the last few minutes, I'm going to add to my long-term short position, which is plan to hold the short position into like September 11th, basically. And I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Yeah, because even on the 15-minute chart, it's pretty bullish looking. I think probably what will happen is we'll revisit the highs from today and then decline off of them pretty notably. Where we open is a little questionable, though. Probably means there's a big move in the pre-market or something like that. So I'm for every short I've got, excuse me, for every long position I got two short positions basically right now. Yeah, it's I think it probably is overall bullish tomorrow, but where we open tomorrow is questionable. It was luck. Hey, Adriano Cabral. Will Jasmine hit the .031 resistance in late September or October? Adriano, I tell people all the time, don't trade ESO meta-analysis based on an exact price level. It's like the worst thing you can do with this information. Let's take a look at Jasmine. You want to trade based on timing and chart behavior, not price levels. When you're using SO meta-analysis, when you're trying to determine your exit and entries, you're using chart behavior and timing, not price levels. Yeah, this is looking very very bearish right now. This is looking, based on what's happening. Let me see. Where's my Jasmine? Yeah, there's some wild stuff going on here at the end of August. But it does look like we go lower overall into September. Before, there are some indications of highs here, but it's like a very price swingy, like overall trend direction for Jasmine in 2024 is very price swingy back and forth. So that 0.3 price level, let's see. .031 price level. Basically, like right there. Yeah, I got that we do hit that .031 price level, roughly around that range. In September. So it may be that there's a big move here to the upside, and like right on the cusp of September, we have this high, because these 1 years, you have to give them plus or minus 2 weeks of wiggle room in some cases. Right, we had a high here in July. Oh, that ended up being June. Interesting. July. Yeah, so based on that, I think we probably will see a move to the upside back to that in the early part of September, but it's risky to be bullish on Jasmine because overall in September, I think I would want to be more bearish into mid-September. Nice. I bought another short position right here with that tiny long position. Dope. I think probably what is going to happen, and again, it's pretty unclear, but probably what's going to happen is we're going to open significantly lower, and it'd be overall a pretty bullish day. We'll have to see. With that said, guys, I've got a meeting here I've got to get into. Much appreciation and love for everybody watching. I hope to see a bunch of you asking questions on our live tomorrow. Again, if you just hopped on late, this is officially the last free live that we're going to do on a regular basis. We might pop in from time to time with a free live, but our regular lives are no longer going to be free. You'll need a star next to your name in order to ask questions. It takes me all of my time to get this information ahead of time for these questions, guys. So, you know, I mean, it's worth way more than $50 a month. Hopefully I see more of you there. If not, no hard feelings. I'm sure I'll see you in some other way. Blessings to all my angel investors. That's the best thing you could do for the channel, is follow through on that rule of karma, my friends. Much love and appreciation. I will see you guys all tomorrow.